Go ahead.
Okay, so this is our landing page of Woje. Previously, we have a background image. Now we do not have any background image. It's plain background. Also, previously we have a new to Woje as a hyperlink at the above seller and sign in here. Now we have separate options here down below new to Woje. Now, if I click on this sign up here as a new to OJ, we are able to see three tiles, one for individual, business, and consumers. So, on based on the individuals, we can able to see the app form which belongs to individual, wherein user can fill in the information. For business, we have business details, wherein user can fill in the business detail, and similarly for the consumers. Now, I have created one individual business user. So I'm going to log in with my business user. Okay, let me again. As soon as we logged in, we will be able to see a page wherein there are two simple steps, one for banking details and other for personal info. Now I'm going to click here to start, which actually gives us option wherein we can add a bank account. So here actually we have integrated Plaid. So when we click on this add bank account, a Plaid screen is pop up here, wherein we can able to link the user's account. So this is where the Plaid account, Plaid user screens. So this is a sandbox environment right now. So if I click on continue, we will be able to see the list of banks available here. So I'll go with one bank, let's say. Based on this bank selection, it will ask for the credentials. So I enter the credentials, click on submit. So based on this user authentication, we can see the accounts associated with those users. So we can select and select. Now this is a sandbox environment, so we are not able to check and uncheck. Click on continue. So once this is done, it says your account has been successfully linked with Plaid app, our Woje application with Plaid app. Now, when we click on this continue button, we will able to see all the information retrieved from Plaid and pre-filled with the bank details. So just wait for it. So see here, we have selected a Citibank. The name of that person is Alberta, routing amount number, account number, and address and so. This is information which we retrieved from the Plaid and pre-filled on this form.
And
So
this
now,
is
Scott.
Yes. Yes.
So what will happen is right now we are showing all this information in the bank details, whereas it's not going to be the same case. Why we are showing right now here is just because this is the information we are not going to ask again to the user. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this all information will go into the personal info as well.
Okay.
So some of this information will go into personal info tab. That's why right now we are collecting all this information which is already readily available with from the bank, from the Plaid API, and we will be collecting this information. We'll now remove all these fields here. This will move to the personal info along with the other information which we are going to collect. Now,
so this won't be shown at all, right?
This will be shown, but only the bank related information.
Gotcha.
In this particular tab. Like the design is there, we don't have design. That's why we have collected all the information.
Yep.
And we are showing it in the one tab. But we know that what is there in the personal info tab. So we are going to remove all that information which is there in the personal info tab, and remaining information we will show it here.
Understand.
Okay. Now one thing is to note, Scott, is that once we verify this account according to document, so we are going to review and confirm our knowledge with the Plaid executive just in some time.
Mhm.
But what we have done is we studied by ourselves, and we have found that once we verify this account from Plaid, we also need to continue with the same registration method with the Dwala. Okay, so what we are going to do in the backend is we have all this information. We are going to submit all this information along with some other information which we collect in the personal info tab and submit it to Dwala. Okay, as soon as we submit it to Dwala, the state of that information changes to bank verification pending. Now, the integration says, Plaid says, they will generate a token and give it to us, and we need to submit that token to Dwala so that the status of that registration will immediately change to verified. So you will be able to see it that the account is verified. That's the
Perfect.
process we have understood. We will confirm it with the that person which we have call with, but that's the process we have seen. So from then on, like from the other screens, we had thought about removing the other information like identification information and the attachments what we were collecting from the uh, candidate.
Mhm.
That we are probably will not be removing it. We will keep it because that's the requirement of Dwala.
Yes.
We are going to suffice them. Okay.
Yep.
So
That's
that
perfect.
information will go to Dwala, then token generated from Plaid, we will submit it to Dwala, and then Dwala says the account is verified.
Perfect.
Now, during this phase, Scott, we are going to preserve this information. Okay. As soon as Dwala confirms that the account is verified, this account will vanish from our database.
Perfect.
This
And it's
information will
security.
vanish from our database, and we'll just keep the verification code, sorry, the verified
Okay.
registered account code which we receive from the Dwala.
I see. So it's the security so that we don't have that data.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yes.
And now we're protecting the people using it.
Yes.
Okay.
We were keeping it. I mean, like the earlier process, we were also keeping when we were submitting all this information to Dwala. We were keeping all this information until the account is verified.
And now it's just faster.
So, yeah, it will be just faster because within few seconds, the account is going to get verified. Of course, we need to also ask this guy executive, is our understanding is correct? Because as soon as we submit this information to Dwala, is there anything Dwala needs to do before it says that yes, the account is verified by just taking the.
We also need to verify if there are cases where it wouldn't be instantly verified and they still has to go through the deposit process. Because I remember
that we need to ask.
I have a question as well.
Yeah.
What we're looking at here is the onboarding of a customer or an individual.
Onboarding
for a customer or an individual, not a business, right? Because a business is 4 steps. You still have to put in their business information.
Yeah, but the same is the method is same.
Yeah,
Okay.
method is same. So even if you try to log on with the business, the method is same. So instead of just 2 steps, there are 4 steps.
Okay, that's what we're looking at the individual or the customer screen.
There's one more thing I forgot to mention. There's one more thing, Scott, that the address which we are collecting here, that we won't. I mean, earlier the case that we were able to give user access to edit that information. Okay, but since we have this information attached with the bank, So we won't allow user to change it in the next stream.
Perfect. Yep. Yeah.
Because I'm sure what Plaid must be doing is, what Dwala must be doing is, once we give the token to Dwala, at the back end, Dwala must be going with the Plaid, checking with that token whether they can fetch the information and they can verify that information, okay, with each other.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
this
So
is the information. Is it correct or not? So I don't think that it would be a good idea to change the address. I'll allow the user to change the address.
I
And if we
agree.
want to allow, then probably we'll have to keep it. We will have to keep this as a bank address,
Mhm.
and then the address which they are submitting is the customer address.
Yeah, so this bank information, everything that is below that says bank street address optional, all of that, we can remove
Mhm.
the bank address information. We only need their address. So yeah, this was just at the very, very, very beginning in our first, when we first were developing, we're like, we need this option because we need to make sure that they're putting in the right routing number. I mean, that's connected with that specific bank. So this was an error. This was an area that an error could happen. And so, yeah, now we don't need the bank we don't need the bank address information at all, just their street, their personal address.
Okay. And
Okay.
if you look at this header as well, we have corrected those header as per the new design. So right now, as if this is just a text, but this is how we can.
Yeah, just for placement.
Yes.
Yeah, because that sign out looks a little cramped underneath the MM.
Yes. So actually, we need to do some cosmetic things over here, beautification things.
Yeah, I totally understand that. No, that's great. That's wonderful. So this, once we have this meeting, you think that you'll have the customer, the individual, and the business
Yes.
set up all the way through Plaid to where they can verify immediately their bank accounts.
Yeah. So
Yes.
even I can show you business one as well. Let me see it with a different user, just to give and feel like how it looks. Though it's similar.
That would be great. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
actually I'm able to run this application for business. So here we can see these 4 steps. If you can see my screen.
Yep.
So once again, the steps are similar. Click here to start. And add bank account. Here it goes for Plaid. Again, it follows the same procedure. Just we saw for the individual account.
Yes. Oh man, that just makes me happy. Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So quickly, Milind, finish your dinner and back in 15 minutes. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Scott. See you again.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank-
So since that meeting has happened, today is February 14th, and Plaid has just approved our application, and now we're in the process of negotiating the per cost for each person that hops onto our software. And so along with that, they're still building the processes in, the secondary processes in, along with cleaning up just a little bit, dealing with the dashboards. The other thing is Brad is working on the customer portal, the look of the customer portal, so that will be done soon. And then Boyd and I are working on the marketing plan, the marketing funnel, and preparing to where we can actually take off the reins, let everybody be able to bring on as many people as they want to. I'll explain that in another video so that you know exactly what is needed and how we're going to be able to move forward. All of this can happen probably by Monday, so just be prepared. That's Monday the, well, let me see, would that be, basically today's the 14th, so it'll be this coming Monday. We'll hopefully be able to have the marketing prepared so that we can actually do a launch campaign and have everybody have coupon codes, know how to get their coupon codes, and be able to start marketing people and bringing them into the funnel. That will be on another video, and we're going to prep that, and then seriously, at that time, everybody can run. I'm allowing anybody and everybody to be able to put through the funnel. So all of your leads, everything will be channeled through this new funnel that we're creating. Okay, thanks.